Hey, it's Mark again. Welcome back. In the last video, we talked about research, and I hope you had some fun using that one question, why do you give me money? Along with the 6 honest men question follow-up, who, what, where, when, why, and how, to dig deeper and deeper and deeper, hopefully getting to some insights with your interviewees where you go, oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that about my brand or product. I didn't know you liked me because of that. I hope it started giving you some great little gold nuggets of pure insight awesomeness. Today, what I want to talk about is the next step, the next chapter in BrandDIY. That is the unique selling proposition, or the USP. Now, there's a whole chapter in BrandDIY devoted to the USP, but as I promised in the introductory video, I'm not going to go through all that. I'm just going to talk about one simple thing, one piece of advice that will get you rolling and get you momentum and get you on the way to crafting a great USP. That one thing is pie. That's right, pie. Apple pie, cherry pie, blueberry pie. Now, a pie is great because you can slice it in a whole bunch of different ways. And you can pass it out, and there's plenty of pie for everyone. Now, why am I using that metaphor of pie? Your market is a pie. And there should be a piece of pie for this competitor, for this competitor, for this competitor, for this competitor, and for you. That means there should be more than enough customers for you. The problem is, if you try to get greedy and steal all the customers, the whole pie, you're going to end up with a diluted message that is competing with that of your competitors. And you're going to end up with nobody because your message is going to be so all over the place and so all-encompassing that everybody's going to go, wait a minute, what is this person selling? I'm going to go with a person who appeals to what I want. So, how do you craft a message, a unique selling proposition that captures a very specific piece of pie, a very specific targeted niche market? The first thing that you have to realize, obviously, as I just covered, is that even if you just appeal to a small slice of the market, there's probably enough people there to make a good living, all right? So you can relax. By focusing very tight on a specific niche, you will probably be fine. In fact, you'll be a lot more fine than if you try to appeal to everyone, in which case you run the risk of getting no one. How do you tighten up your message, your unique selling proposition, to go after that tight little niche? Here's what you have to do. You have to think in terms of, what do I do better than anybody else out there to a very specific market that appreciates what I do, and why do they appreciate that? All right, let's lay that out in a couple of sentences. First sentence, what do I do better than anybody else in the world? I know. If you say, oh, I'm a painter, I paint houses, there's a million painters, how can I be the best? Wait, perhaps you're not a painter who paints high-rises. Perhaps you're not a painter who paints antique houses. Perhaps you're a painter who is a university student starting their own company. That's unique. I know it might not sound terribly unique, but it is unique. So, what do I do better than anybody else in the world? Well, I am the youngest painter out there. In fact, I'm just in university. Let's see where this goes. Second sentence, what proof do you have to back this statement up? 1, I paint houses. I've got a whole bunch of houses I've already painted. 2, I am, in fact, in university. Good, that's put away. The next sentence is the important one. And this is where you can see if this is a good USP or not. The next sentence is, who is that important to? Now, if you have come up with a USP that is, I am the youngest house painter who is a university student, if nobody appreciates that, that's not a good USP. However, if you can say that is important to someone who not only wants to get their house painted, but they want it painted cheap, and they want to feel they're doing something good by helping a university student out, if you think that that is a slice of people that you can appeal to, that's probably a good USP. But we're not done yet. The final sentence is, why is that important to them? And I think I just told you. So if you appeal to a person who values having their house painted inexpensively, that's one reason they buy you. The second one is they like to know they're doing something good for university students. There you go. Your USP is, I am the youngest university student house painter. Here's the proof. I'm in university. I'm young. I paint houses. Who's that important to? That's important to a homeowner who is a little tight on cash, but who also wants to do something good. Why? Because they want to feel good about supporting university students, and they also want to keep a little bit of money in their pocket. If you can do that, what are you the best at? What's the proof? Who's that important to? Why is that important to them? You're well on your way to crafting a good USP. My challenge to you now is to take those insights you got from doing your research and see if you can fit those into a USP. Now, if you want to jump the line and you want to talk directly to me about this, I'm happy to talk. There's a button on this email that you can push and you can book a time in my calendar and we can have a chat. But I would urge you to watch the rest of these videos before you get your copy of BrandDIY, because they're a wonderful journey and they will help you understand the core tools of building a brilliant brand. Good luck with your USP. Talk to you soon.